Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster Vlog, and welcome to another baby step on our way to 10K steps a day. Let's go ahead and get started in a nice basic march. And I'm gonna get my steps tracking on my pedometer. If you have a fitness tracker or pedometer or anything like that and you're following along, I'd love to know how many steps you get down in the comments. I meant to, in yesterday's video, 1,430 steps is what I had gotten. I'll set this and then I'll forget to check it. At the, 15 minutes is a long time for my two brain cells. So, especially when there's bird watching to be done. Oh, there's a grackle chasing off the chickadees. Okay, so we're gonna do some bigger arms and bigger march right now. There is some drama at the suet block today, I tell you what. This colder weather always brings the birds out too to the feeder. I just like to check in at the beginning of these workouts to just feel how am I feeling in my shoulders, how am I feeling in my hips, the places that are usually so stiff. So now our next movement is going to be 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. So I keep stepping forward with the same foot, but that's all right because here in a little bit we're going to swap them. 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. We can even make it a little double time, but let's start with the right. Let's go 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3. Wait, how did I just? Oh, heck. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. There we go. If I can do it, you can do it, you guys. We don't have to be perfect to be making progress. So let's keep a wide stance now and curl our hamstrings. And a woodpecker of all the days. Oh, he's got such a bright red on the top of his head. Oh, that is just neat. I love bird watching, y'all. Keep those hamstrings curling. And let's come into lateral raises. Keep breathing. Coming up next, we are gonna, there we go. Now it's just a march. You come forward and back a bit if you want. It's such a beautiful day. Autumn has really taken its hold. Now I know at the time of recording, it's like mid-November, but for y'all, you might be watching this at any point through time and space. But if you're watching it when it's published, it's like late January. Ugh. I'm gonna be missing this weather in late January, I tell you what. Okay, so now with our march, let's do, well, no, not arm swings like that. Let's just do great big. Though I hope it gets good and cold in January. I'm gonna need it for all the bulbs we planted. Let's change now to a tap forward, which for those of y'all who are fans of the channel, beyond just coming and watching our baby steps, which hey to everybody watching, thank you guys for joining me here today. We are gonna be bringing back our garden vlogs. I'm not entirely sure how or when, but I'm already getting footage for it and kind of figuring things out. I want to get better at telling stories instead of just being like bleh, information. Pretty pictures of plants and chickens. Okay, so now we're gonna do keeping those toe taps. Let's push forward and then to the side. Keeping our feet going in the same motion. So you know those hamstring curls that we were doing just a little while ago? We're gonna do those again. We're gonna do 2 on each side. I don't know about y'all, but I am particularly weak in my hamstrings. So this is, if you don't wanna do double, just do this. But if you wanna do double, hold over to one side and curl, curl, shift, curl, curl, shift, curl, curl. You may wanna hold on to something. This adds a whole nother element to having to stabilize, and it's gonna build on our balance, y'all. Let's keep these double ham curls going and add in a tricep extension. And this is it from the side. We can keep going. We're so close, y'all. We're good at doing difficult things. Woo-wee. All right, let's do a march. And just having mercy on our hamstrings for a moment. And spy on the birds. Oh, nobody's at the feeder right now, boo. Oh, here comes somebody. Oh, and I want to get binoculars, but we've got neighbors across the street, and I'd hate to make them feel extra observed, you know? It's like, I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at the birds. So let's bring the intensity back into that march. Bringing in those arm swings. And we just have like a legion of chickadees in the yard because they really love, my chickens are just a mess with their feed. And well, the wild birds love that. And I don't mind it. They're so fun to watch. I'll deal with any kind of difficulties that may arise as a result. Okay, so now let's come into those half jacks. So our feet are gonna be doing this. Just stepping out, staying stabilized through the center. Then we add in our arms, half jack. And let's keep this going. If you want it to be easier, do a smaller motion. Or maybe just bring the arm up to half if you need to bring that intensity down, because easy and difficult, that's relative, y'all. Things that are feeling easier for me now were high intensity difficult a couple months ago. So it's all relative. Just gauge where you need your intensity to be. And this is advice to myself as well as y'all. You don't gotta overdo it. That's not necessarily gonna get you better results. Slow and steady and consistent gets results. Let's do heel taps out to the front. Now I'm not saying don't bring it, but don't feel like you have to be bringing it every single day. It's okay to show up tired and just not feeling it, but just put in the work and you'll get the results. And so keeping those heel taps going with our toes going towards the ceiling, we're gonna have bent like 90-degree arms. Ooh, what am I doing? Oop, yeah. When my heel hits the floor, my elbows are at their highest point, if that's helpful to you. So just like this, just really feeling into the shoulders. And I'm trying to keep my elbows down away from my ears. I'm not, doing anything, trying to really keep these different muscle groups isolated and working them out each at a time. Okay, now let's go ahead and go to, you could keep doing a toe tap or a heel dig, or you could do a low kick out to the front. This is it from the side. I mean, you could be down here, that's all right. We're building that balance. And that core strength. to stabilize. Just checking in with yourself and what is your core doing right now? Because for a long time I was like, what the heck does that even mean, to engage your core? Like what? All right, what are we doing with our arms? Ooh, let's reach to the front. But just pay attention to what's going on. And you'll learn about yourself, what it feels like to have your core engaged. And once we get that understanding of ourselves, we can start to understand when we're feeling stronger or when we're feeling weaker. Okay, let's come now into a side step. This upcoming movement is one of my absolute favorites, from the lady who goes like, walk, 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 like Leslie Sanson, I think so. But they're called skaters. So we're doing this side to side, the side step. Let's keep that going. If I sound out of breath, it's because I am, because I'm working, but it's good. So we're gonna bring that foot behind us and we're gonna bring those arms around to the sides. There we go. But it feels good to be doing something. Exercise is not a punishment, it's a celebration. I'm so happy to be able to be up and moving. If I'm remembering correctly, I was a child at the time, but my father was already in a wheelchair when he was the age that I am now. And he only lived for about a decade more past that. So I'm trying to break the family tradition, so to speak, of passing away early. So here we go. Not to make it like life or death or anything, but also maybe better not risk it. Let's just do our steps. We're gonna do a low side leg lift. And again, if any of these movements, if you're like not feeling it, just march in place. That is so like powerful, the powerful simplicity of just being up and moving. So now let's go arms overhead. And again, you could be down here, that's okay. Gauge the intensity based off of what your body is experiencing. Like we want to bring the intensity to the workout, but I want us to still live our lives and have the rest of our day after our workout, you know? Alrighty, so I'm marching right now, but we're fixing to get into knee lifts. Here we go. Sometimes I just need to take a little bit of a march in between to give my brain a second, and so I can try to read my notes. Let's get our arms up overhead. Continuing that knee lift. You can tap, or you can bring both hands down like we're breaking a stick over our knee, which I never do that because it always hurts my knee. So, but just the concept. Here we go. Y'all, we did it. So begins our cool down. Let's just march. You march in place and go forward and back. I like to get a little bit more of my hips involved. Yes, we did it. And now it's all about bringing our heart rate back down to a normal level. Let's come into a side tap. And I like to bask my brain, like laying in the sun, something in the sun, to just bask in these feel-good chemicals, these hormones from exercising, thinking about all the good things we've just done for ourselves. I get into dark places of fear sometimes, all the scary reasons to do what I'm doing. But really, the best part is being able to get up and do this. So fear is not my motivator, joy is. Let's just march. Really bringing it nice, low and slow. So thank you guys so much for joining me here today and being my workout buddy. I'm very glad to get to keep you all company. Let me know how you're doing down in the comments. How many steps you got. Now just standing still. We can get our knees involved if you want, but just breathing. I like to really reach into my fingers and toes, breathe into all the corners of my lungs. I don't think my lung has corners, but my lungs have corners, but I think you get the idea. Thank you guys again so much for showing up for yourselves today and showing up to be here hanging out with me. And I will see y'all tomorrow for another day of baby steps on our way to 10K. So, oh yeah, almost forgot. I got 1,290 steps. That's not so bad. That's pretty good. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Mwah. Bye. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for showing up for yourselves and showing up to be my workout buddy for another day of our baby steps on our way to 10K a day. There is a comment or like a question of the day pinned down in the comment area. So if you want to go and check that out, and you can answer privately to yourself just in your own mind or in a journal, or you can answer publicly, because I know that personally it really helps keep me motivated and inspired when I'm not like actively working out or meal planning myself. Getting to interact with y'all is so inspiring, and getting to hear your stories and your struggles and your wins and just your ideas and all of this. Thank you so much. It's blown my mind. So I do look forward to hearing from y'all down in the comment area. And there's no obligation, and you don't have to keep up with every day, but I do recommend, I know that these questions were very helpful to me at the time of recording. I'm only 30 some odd pounds down out of my 100-pound weight loss journey, but for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm gaining momentum. Instead of normally whenever I start a fitness journey, another Vaughn adventure, it starts out super intense, and then the motivation just kind of peters off until I just resort back to entropy, or just my habits, which not all of them are good, not all of them are bad, but I think it's just like maintaining a garden. I feel like maintaining myself is very, very important. And I don't know if it's like this for other folks, but it takes constant daily work of me weeding and fertilizing and watering and all of these different things to be my best self, just the same way that it takes daily work out in my actual yard and garden to help it to be its best and most abundant and less pest problems and less work. And, just, I don't know, I really like that metaphor, but I hope that this is helpful to you guys. Those questions were very, very helpful to me, and I'm very interested to hear any questions that y'all might have as well. So that being said, I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for being my workout buddy. And until then, you guys, keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye. I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to our channel members and all of our new subscribers and just anybody who's popping by and watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. I don't kid whenever I call y'all my workout buddies. Y'all being here has helped keep me accountable. Y'all help me to be my best self. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here for me and for being here for you, because you're the only one of you that I got. So you got to take care of you, okay? So I'll see y'all tomorrow. And until then, keep on keeping on. Bye.